Once again, it is on. You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros, and it is always G Day. I'm Caden, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
You already know what it is. Everybody is the commissioner. Trill Dollar Bill. What's poppin'?
All right, man. By now, I know everyone has seen it. The world has seen it. The first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros: Ryan Garcia shows Devin Haney what happens to a dream deferred. All right, my brother Trill Dollar Bill. I know you saw this fight. What was your reaction to what you saw?
Um, I wanna apologize. That's my first reaction. Is I wanna apologize. I wanna apologize to Ryan Garcia for not giving him the respect that he deserved. Leading up to the fight and before the fight, I was like, everybody was picking on Ryan. I said everybody is rushing to go fight Ryan. And Ryan hasn't even got a belt yet. Everybody sees the dollar signs when they see Ryan, and they seen certain vulnerabilities and certain things that he do in the ring that seems amateur. So they wanted to go try to exploit that and take advantage of Ryan. You know, so I didn't like the fight. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like the fight. When they made the fight, I wasn't excited for the fight. I said, why are they picking on Ryan? The champions should be fighting the champions. You know what I'm saying? Like how it should be. Ryan doesn't even got a belt. Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Why are they trying to fight Ryan? Why are they
Still doesn't have a belt.
still don't- you know what I'm
Still has
saying?
no belt.
You know what I mean? So I was thinking, like, why the champions ain't fighting the champions? Why are you gonna go and fight a Ryan who's, show that his skills could be sea level sometimes? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And you supposed to be Devin, the Dream, who has the more polished skills to everybody's eyes. You know, um, and yeah, it just wasn't that. Right. To me, I think Ryan played it smart, but I'm gonna follow the bouncing ball because we got other subjects coming up. But I was like,
Hey,
wow.
you can unleash, man. It's been a minute, so
Yeah,
whatever you have. I know personally you were skeptical as to whether or not this fight would actually take place. And you were
exactly.
like, do you really think it's gonna happen? And I told you, I'm like, yeah, I think he's gonna pass the mental health eval. And
Yeah,
I told you that I thought it was gonna happen. Like, why did you
definitely.
feel like it wouldn't happen?
Nah, I thought the fight wasn't gonna happen just because the skill level. I thought that somebody was stepping. Once again, I apologize to young Ryan. You know, I really thought, and not so much because the skill level was shown too. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Yeah, just not the way people thought it would have been
yeah,
shown.
yeah, yeah. Ryan. I don't agree with his shoulder roll. I hate the Ryan roll.
Oh my God.
I hate the
My
Ryan roll.
God.
That's what I'm calling. I'm not calling it the shoulder roll. I'm calling it the Ryan roll. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the Ryan roll. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But his speed and his power is something to be respected. And
Mhm.
it made a lot of things that he said. His claims. You had to question him. You got to put those in action when he start talking about, how he was feeling the day of the tank fight, how he's really a real fighter, how he really trains his heart out for these fights. I seen a lot. I seen the things he was working. Shout out to Derrick James too.
Oh yeah.
Derrick
Yeah.
James too. I seen the things that they were working on.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I seen the thing, the catch and shoot. I seen that. I seen what y'all was doing. Um, yeah, shout out to Derrick James. I hope he stays with Derrick James. I was just like, wow. I honestly didn't give Ryan Garcia the respect that he deserved, and I apologize to Ryan Garcia because I honestly thought that he didn't belong in the ring. I thought he needed a couple more fights. You know what I'm saying?
How
And he,
would you feel about Bill to apologize to Ryan? The maturity you're showing out here.
yeah, you know, you know, Ryan, man, listen, Ryan, talk your trash. You know what I'm saying? This sport is amazing. We say this all the time on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this should be our quote. You know what I'm saying? With the sport of boxing, either you come humble or you get humble.
You humbled. Yep.
For real. Basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Devin talked all that crap. Bill talked all that crap. Bill had a bill that he couldn't cash. It was counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? They
Is he
did
still Trill Bill now? Does he still get to put the
that.
Trill before the bill? Because you're
He
Trill
never,
Dog Bill.
listen, I ain't never stamped him. So he was never Trill Bill. He was never Bill Haney. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney that put the bad battery in your son's back and it exploded. You know what I'm saying? You did it. You had the bill. The bill was
He
counted.
put the faulty cheap. He put the cheap pharmacy battery. He put the cheap pharmacy battery in Devin's back.
I told everybody stop using them Dollar Tree batteries. That's what it was. Batteries, thinking that it was good. That's what it was.
You better put that battery. You better put that battery in the freezer.
poor Devin, because you know what I'm saying. Poor Bill did that to him. They was talking bad about the 4-time champion in 4 different weight classes. My dog Adrian Broner, and you left looking like Adrian Broner after the Maidana fight. Face swelled up. This was a very humbling moment. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia been dragged through the mud. He's been talked about. I even talked about him. I said, Ryan, you need to slow it down. I was mad at the rush anyway. I was mad that when they put him, I said some fighters need a couple more fights before they get to the, you know, the big fights. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan proved me wrong. He knew what he was doing. Especially when I seen him with we coming in with the weight, and he wasn't even worried about the money. Now I said, oh, something's up. Something's up. I said, something's up. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan, he looked strong. Devin Haney looked like he thought that he was gonna Regis Prograis Ryan. And it didn't happen. He thought he was gonna weight bully him, and it didn't happen. Ryan was much smarter. He played the game smarter. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so I'm just gonna jump in right where you left off. So I tweeted that. I tweeted unpopular opinion, smart move by Ryan, not draining himself to lose that 3 pounds. And now Devin has drained himself, he's weakened himself, and Ryan's going to be fresh on the night of the fight. So I said it's a smart move. And everything later in a later segment, but I did see that as a very smart move for Ryan Garcia. And then let's talk about the fight. So one of the things that I said was I thought that Devin was the more skilled fighter with a higher IQ. But I pointed out that I thought Ryan Garcia was the more gifted fighter. I felt Ryan Garcia had the faster hands and he had better punching power. So I felt like although Devin's the more skilled and he has a higher boxing IQ, I felt like Ryan Garcia was more gifted than Devin. And I pointed out how the more gifted fighter doesn't always win. You know, hard work beats talent. When talent fails to work hard. So it was one of those situations where I felt like Ryan was showing the world like he was doing everything but training, and he was saying some off the wall things. So you're like, I don't know how focused Ryan is, but Devin has been a model of consistency. So you're thinking, okay, we know Devin's in there. We know Devin's training. We know Devin's doing the right things. So I said I give it about 70-30. 70% chance Devin would outpoint Ryan Garcia and win a decision. 30% chance Ryan Garcia would stop Devin, hurt Devin, and win. So, you know, the 30% that I predicted turned out to be way better. And then based on what I saw, it solidified a lot of things I said about Devin. You remember when we used to have these debates about Devin, I said, I don't think Devin has a chin. One of the reasons why I point this out is because there's been stories of Devin being rocked in sparring. We saw Devin rocked against Linares. We saw Devin gun shy at times against a smaller Vasily Lomachenko. Right? Now remember, he beat Vasily, but Vasily's a tiny guy who moved up. Like Vasily is pushing himself to the limit of what he can do in terms of moving up in weight and taking on challenges. So I saw that. Regis Prograis, he has power, but his technique is flawed. So I knew he wasn't going to be able to put a glove on Devin. But I always knew Devin was chinny. And Devin never really fought a power puncher. And I used to point that out to Devin's fans. But of course, Devin ended up going a certain way. And I don't know at what point I should dive into that. Probably I'll dive into it right now, bro. You know, when Devin was younger, we knew about Devin because he was in the Mayweather gym.
Yeah.
He was training under the tutelage of Floyd Joy Mayweather Sr., the best trainer of all times. Okay, you know,
not this time. Oh,
not half time, part time, but all time. You know who I'm talking about. You don't really want to, even though you came here tonight, but your pockets looking tight, so it's forcing you to fight. They're talking about the greatest trainer of all time. Yeah, well, so under Floyd, he was defensive minded. He utilized his skill. He didn't try to slug with someone like Ryan Garcia, right? He understood the mission. Like, my job is to go in here and be the technical boxer and outpoint guys. But then Devin started working with other people. And I still like Devin. Remember, I said Devin should have kept the private school persona and ran with that instead of trying to be all this other stuff he's trying to be. So over time, I watched Devin change, like the company he kept, the stuff they started saying, and the way he started acting. So I remember when Cambosa said, "Oh, you're a snitch" or whatever. We came to Devin's aid. We're like, "Bro, why are you talking about Devin like that? Devin don't carry himself like that. Devin's not a bad dude or whatever." But in the build up to this fight, they were saying some stuff like, you know, your mom should you wanting to catch bodies, hanging around a certain crowd that to me is known for just being yes men and not really telling you what you need to hear or putting you on your toes. So when I saw Devin in that ring and he got exposed by Ryan Garcia, my reaction was, it is what it is. It is what it is. Excuse me. Why would Devin want to, and you heard what Bill Haney said, we're going to go to the center of the ring. We're going to meet in the center of the ring, and we're going to put the kids to bed early. If he dies, he dies. Like, he was talking about Devin like Devin was a knockout artist. He was talking about Devin like Devin had the power in that ring. So at some point, I feel like Team Haney forgot who Devin was. A slick boxer. A hit and don't get hit. Outpoint you. Hell, pity pat your Corey Spinks type boxer. They forgot that. And so when they went in there with Ryan and they came to the center of the ring, I was thinking in my head, big mistake. But what happened was as soon as Ryan landed that left hook in the first round and he wobbled Devin, I was like, okay, he's going to have a rough night. Because at any moment, Ryan could strike with that left hook. At any moment. All right, so let me wrap this up real quick. During the fight, a few takeaways from the fight. One, a rematch, which we're going to get into, you know, you got to be smarter about it. Every time Ryan Garcia hit Devin, he hurt Devin. Trill, you touched on it. That shoulder roll, which is like turning your back.
The Ryan roll. The Ryan roll.
Pardon my back. Pardon my back roll. Yeah, so if Ryan would have just fought like a stalker, boxer, puncher, he would have stopped Devin. And if he would have just eliminated that shoulder roll and applied the pressure and forced Devin to have to throw punches to keep his arm. You know what? That shoulder roll looks more polished than what we saw, right? Leave me alone. Nah, for real. But if he would have fought like Triple G, a stalker on Devin, I think he would have stopped Devin. And Harvey Dark, shame on you, bro. Shame on you, Harvey. Go ahead.
Harvey did it. Harvey saved Devin. I thought we should have made that his own subject right there. Harvey saved Devin. Harvey had money on Devin. He had money on Devin.
Bruh.
I'm saying it now. Harvey had money on Devin, or he just don't like Ryan. And it's so
Bruh.
clear to see. It's so clear to see. You know,
bro.
Shame on you, Harvey. Shame on you. Those wasn't all slips. Those wasn't all slips.
No. After slips, the 1 point deduction film.
Yeah, He tried to give him
holding.
as much
You
time.
can't hold.
He tried
Devin's
to give him
hurt.
as much time.
Of course, he's going to fight to try to land a punch. Devin's hurt, and Devin's trying to hold. And the first thing Harvey Doc does is take a point. You didn't want him one time. You didn't do anything. And then Devin gets that extra time. You got the precious seconds ticking away. He definitely saved Devin from destruction. But anyways, that's all I got to say on this topic, bro. We're going to move to the next one.
All right. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. That's my bro, Caden. You know I'm the Commissioner Tro Dollar Bill. G forever. It's the Boxing Bros.